Good afternoon, welcome, it's me, I'm in the kitchen, I have ingredients, I've got chocolate, flour and sugar and butter. I'm going to make a cake. Yes, a chocolate cake. Hurrah! Why not? I'll show you how I'm going to do it when I've looked for the recipe and decided which chocolate cake I'd like. I'd like something chocolatey with a hint of coffee. That's what I'm aiming for. I've just got to find a recipe from the internet. Lovely. Welcome. Welcome. Let's cook. Sugar, baking powder, bicarb of soda, salt, some flour, some cocoa, vanilla extract, some vegetable oil, 2 eggs, some milk, cup of milk, and then we mix it all together. And then the final ingredient is a cup of hot, strong coffee. So the oven's on, it's all ready to go, so I just need to divide the mixture up. So they're out of the oven and they're cooling down. Yum, can't wait. I'm going to do a chocolate and coffee glacé icing on them. I'm not going to do a buttercream, far too calorific, far too full of fat. I want to keep the fat and the sugar to a minimum. Well, it kind of turned out okay, but it fell in places and it broke apart in places, and my chocolate icing turned into a chocolate sauce. But you know what? It will get eaten. I mean, that chocolate sauce is going to be very sweet and chocolatey, and it's got a little bit of coffee in it as well, but it's not completely set, and it's dribbled all down the side. And you can see where it fell apart just there. But you know what? It's going to be gorgeous. Especially with a little bit of Greek yogurt, maybe hot with custard. So that's it. Bye for now. It's mini vlog, mini vlog. Vlog mini. Good evening. Welcome. I've been in the dining room with Janome. I've been sewing. It's a work day. I have been working. I went into work first thing this morning to do building checks, and it's been relatively busy on the phones, taken quite a few calls, dealt with a few things, which is good. But then when 5 o'clock came, I thought, no, you don't have me now. I belong to Janome from 5 o'clock. And what I've done today is another sort of repair that I wanted to sort out. I don't know whether you remember, but quite a while ago I did a video sort of, I think, around the house, and I was in the dressing room and there were a couple of curtains for the alcove that I'd made with Wonderweb that needed to be sewn properly. So I sewed those. Yeah, so I could wash them because they were getting a bit dusty. And as I've said before, if you wash Wonder-webbed items too hot, they fall apart. So we can't be having that, can we? No. So they're in the wash now. I've done the repair, basically hemmed each end, sewn each end. I didn't do a blind hem this time. There was no need because white cotton on white fabric, it's not going to show. Nobody's going to be looking that closely, not even me. So, yeah, did that. They're in the wash now, and then they will need pressing, which will be tomorrow when they're dry. So there you go. That was good. I enjoyed that. I needed to sew. I was getting withdrawal symptoms. I was. So that's it for this evening. Paul's making a pasta, and I'm sure we'll be enjoying some chocolate cake after that. Divine. So take care. See you tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye. Bloody bye. Good afternoon. It's Tuesday afternoon. I've been at work this morning to open up reception. Met with a few members of staff, which was nice. Yeah, that was quite good. My mood today is affected by all the things that are happening in the world. I'm okay. I'm not feeling depressed, but I'm just feeling really flat. And I realised that I maybe shouldn't be so selfish, because many of you expect me to be upbeat and positive and, you know, all of those things, and fun. I'm just, I'm not totally feeling that today. I'm doing stuff, you know, because that's what I do. I finished my curtains, I ironed them and put them back up, which was good, after I'd finished work at 5 o'clock. And then I sat down to sort of have a little look at the news and just see what's going on, which I don't do every day, but I do usually dip into the BBC, although the BBC these days is pretty watered down. But the one thing that really sort of brassed me off, and it's weird really because it's, you know, it's nothing compared to, you know, the other events that are going on in the world. It was a story about the resort down on the Jurassic coast, the south of England, Durdle Door, where I think some people were injured jumping off the cliffs at the weekend, and the beach had to be cleared of all these people. But the story was about the mess, sorry about that, about the mess that was left behind by these people on the beach. They just left everything, left all the litter. And my heart sank, you know, reading this story, because it kind of hit home how ignorant, stupid, and just, I don't know what the word is. Ignorant is the word. I just fail to believe that there are still so many people who have a total disregard for the emergency services, for nature, for beauty spots, for, you know, disregard for social distancing, total selfishness, you know, around how to be in society in general. And then you marry those thoughts up with how the police have been treating people in protesting in America. And you just think, what a mess. What a mess the human race is in many ways. Yes, there are fabulously wonderful people who do the right thing, but there are still huge numbers of people who are completely and utterly, well, they just act like barbarians. And it just, it kind of got to me this afternoon. I just thought, you know, this is just ridiculous. You know, there's so much education around. There's so many ways that we can find out about the right ways to be in today's society. Yet you've got a lot of people who just don't care. And I find it quite unbelievable. Anyway, that's me. That's how I'm feeling today. Don't get me wrong, I'm not feeling down in the dumps and depressed. I'm just touched by these events like most of us are. And I'm just coming out of a sort of contemplative mood. And I just thought I'd be honest and share that with you. You know, we can't be upbeat and yay all the time. Sometimes these moods take you and you've got to go with it. So there you go. I will be quite sure that I'm, you know, I'll be back on top tomorrow and feeling yay and woo, let's do some sewing. But I'm actually off to do a little bit of music now. I'm feeling the need to just get my head into a different space, and that's what composing and writing and putting together pieces of music does for me. It gets me into a different flow and changes my mindset, so I can then have dinner and relax for the evening with some TV and try and switch off from these. They're not negative thoughts, they're just contemplative thoughts about what is going on, you know. I know a lot of people are doing this, Tuesday blackout. I'm not going to do that. I stand with the Black Lives Matter movement anyway. That goes without saying. You all know that. Not going to say any more on that subject. It's deeply disturbing and upsetting. But hey, let's get on with our evenings. Let's try and move on into a different headspace. Yeah, there you go. So try and enjoy your evening. I'm sorry if this wasn't the usual, woo type of post to make you all giggle, which I do like to present. But yeah, I'm just being as truthful as I can be today. So there you go. Take care. Bye for now. Bye for now. Good evening. Welcome to mini vlog for Wednesday. Lovely. Look, I'm wearing a pashmina and gloves and a cardigan and patched up socks. My nice big thick winter socks because it's cold again. Summer has gone. Summer has just left. Anyway, another thing that's left this afternoon for me was my powers of concentration. I had all good intentions of starting my new sewing project, my kaftan that I keep threatening to make. I had all good intentions, so I did my morning at work, my 9 till 12:30 shift from home, of course, and it was quite busy. There were a few phone calls. Annoyingly, there were a few phone calls after I'd finished as well. A couple I took and a couple I let go to answer machine because the answer machine clearly states that I'm not on duty. Anyway, so I had clear intentions of finishing my work day, my work morning, and starting the kaftan. This is the duvet cover. I don't know whether you can see. It's an IKEA one, and it's sort of circles, random circles, white, beige, blues, greens. It's rather sweet. And it's not that old. So I thought, get it out, press it, prepare the fabric, and start the project. And then I kind of realised that I need to think about the neckline because it's a fairly sort of silky, it's not too stretchy, I'm just having a feel. It's a little bit stretchy on the bias. But because it's fairly thin, I think once I cut it across the fabric, it's going to be a bit floppy. So I've looked into that, and apparently you've got to use something called bias binding to do that, which I've seen. So I need to think about that, or I need to think about how I design an actual sort of collar affair for it, which is a bit beyond my capabilities. So that was sort of whirling around my head. Then I did a bit of research on YouTube, and then I just reached that sort of brick wall and my concentration flew out the window, and I couldn't even think of starting the project. So I thought, you know what, I'm feeling tired. It was about, what time was it? It's about 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. I thought, I'm feeling tired, I'm going to have a sleep. I'm going up to the bedroom and I'm going to relax on the bed. And I did, and it was delicious, actually. It really was. It's been very grey here. We've had a little tiny bit of rain, but it's been breezy. So the palm tree outside the window was, you know, moving around, and the wind chimes in the dressing room were doing their thing in the wind. And I don't know about you, but there's something lovely about drifting off into sleep and hearing wind chimes in the background and hearing a little bit of wind. And it was lovely. It was really good. So I came to about 5:30, 6 o'clock and got up feeling quite refreshed. Not refreshed enough to start a sewing project, I have to admit. So I'm not going to be even thinking about it today now. But I'm going to think about it tomorrow because I really want to make this kaftan. But I need to plan it. I know it's a simple thing to make, but it's not going to be simple if I've got to do some kind of collar affair. So, yeah, just got to give it some thought without diving in, you know, blindly. So there you go. So I'm feeling a bit brighter today. I'm not feeling anything like I was feeling yesterday. I feel more physically tired today than mentally tired. Well, a bit of a combination of both. So yeah, thank you very much for all of your lovely, kind messages yesterday of encouragement and empathy, which was really lovely. So thank you, bloody thank you. I hope you're all well. I hope you're enjoying your evening, and I will see you tomorrow for another mini vlog. Hopefully with some sunshine back tomorrow. Let's just swing you around a little bit. You can't really tell how dull it is. It really has been grey all day. Lovely. So take care. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye. Mini vlog time. Well, it's slightly longer than a mini vlog today because, as you saw from my post earlier on, I've been in the kitchen. Oh yeah, I decided earlier on today, after a rather flat morning again, I'm warm, excuse me, that I didn't know what to do. I couldn't focus again on anything specific. So I thought, you know what? I fancy cooking a lasagna. Lasagna al forno. But I discovered that we didn't have any lasagna sheets. So I thought to myself, you've been here before. And what did you do? You made XYZ and used those. What is XYZ? What is my lasagna sheet substitute? You'll just have to watch and find out. Let's go into the kitchen and watch me making this very special, very tasty lasagna. So these are the veggies that I'm roasting: broccoli, green peppers, celery, carrots and onions, covered in a little bit of oil and mixed herbs, and all cut into similar sizes so they all cook at the same rate. And I'm going to oven roast them for about, 25 minutes, half an hour, until they're starting to look golden brown. And I've got the heat on about 200 degrees C. So that's the first stage. Get these roasted and ready. So for my tomato sauce, I'm doing an onion and about 4 cloves of garlic in a little olive oil, and I'm adding to that a grated carrot and also the grated broccoli stalk as well. So we're not wasting anything. All the goodness is going into the dish, and that will help to thicken the sauce, because to that I will add a couple of tins of tomatoes, and I'll probably add a teaspoon of vegetable stock powder. So that's my tomato sauce done. I've added a tin of chickpeas to it, as well. For an extra protein element, obviously we're going to have a cheese sauce, which is the other protein element. Leave this on a low light and just let it simmer away until you're ready to put the dish together, which will probably be about, I don't know, 20 minutes now or so. Easiest tomato sauce that you can make. And it's simply to dress the vegetables, because a lot of your flavour is going to come from the roasted vegetables. So I've made my cheese sauce. I'm just waiting for my cheese to melt. Notice it's glossy and smooth and gorgeous, and it's been flavoured with a little apple cider vinegar and some English mustard. And finally, my secret ingredient is pancakes. Yes, I've made a pancake batter, which is made out of flour, milk, eggs and oil. I'm going to make several pancakes, lay them out on a plate, and then build my lasagna. So here goes. I've not done this for a while. So we've got all our elements now to make the lasagna. We've got 2 sauces, we've got 2 trays of roasted vegetables and a plate full of pancakes and a large oven-proof dish to build it into. So I'm just going to layer it up however I want. I'm starting with a pancake, a layer of veggies, a layer of tomato sauce, which I've pressed down onto the veggies, another pancake on top of that, the rest of the veggies on top of that, the rest of the tomato sauce, followed by the final pancake, and then finish off with the cheese sauce on top. This needs to go into an oven now for, I would have thought, around 45 minutes on, I think, around 170 degrees centigrade. So there we have it, fresh out of the oven, bubbling away still. My lovely pancake lasagna. I'm going to attempt to cut a slice and hope it stays intact. When I serve a lasagna, I always cut around the edge first. With a sharp knife. It's very saucy, lovely. Oh, it's falling apart. Oh well. They very often do. You know what? Doesn't matter. There we go. Lovely vegetables. Lovely cheese sauce on top. Delicious. Apologies if the lighting's not very good. I hope you can see us. So Paul, let's try it. Pancake lasagna.
It's hot.
Mmm.
Mmm.
Oh, it's lovely.
It is lovely.
The vegetables got a nice flavour.
I want that crispy bit.
You know, that was such a simple sauce. I put the herbs in with the vegetables when I roasted them.
Mm-hmm.
I put thyme in.
You put chickpeas in?
Yeah.
Mm. And pepper.
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely.
Good.
Nice and warming for today.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. So we're going to eat now. We're going to chow down now. Bye for now. Take care.
Bye.
See you tomorrow for more mini vlogs, daily vlogs. Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm, 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 mm.
Mm-mm-mm. afternoon. Welcome to my mini vlog for Friday evening actually. Our leftover pancake lasagna is in the oven and I can't wait for part 2 because it is delicious. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be even more delicious tonight. Lovely. So, Friday, we've got through the week relatively unscathed. Tripped over my tongue then. It's been a weird week for me personally, obviously. It's weird when people say, for me personally, isn't it? It's a weird thing to say, because if you're saying it's for me, then it is personal to you. So the word personally is not needed. Anyway, move on, Richard. Yeah, it's been up and down for me this week. I've felt affected by some of the issues going on in the world. I try to step back from news and current affairs as much as possible, but some things you can't ignore. I'm not opening a discussion here on Planet Vegetaria because this is not the forum. And as you know by now, for most of you seasoned Planet Vegetarians, we don't like to immerse ourselves here in the usual dirge of Facebook, because this is considered a safe haven away from all of that everyday negativity. And let's face it, Facebook is usually full of negativity, armchair politicians, people that think they know better than everybody else. And I want to avoid those kind of discussions here, because if I want that, I'll go to regular Facebook land. Yeah? So, in saying that, I also wanted to welcome our new members. We've had quite a few recently, so thank you, bloody thank you for joining, and we hope you enjoy your experience here. And don't be afraid to post stuff. But like I've said, we tend to avoid things to do with the political situation at the moment in the world, issues that might be divisive, and stuff to do with COVID-19. We tend to avoid those things because, like I've just said before, go to regular Facebook land for those things. Yeah? So, today, what has today given me? Today has given me a new iron. I had to buy a new iron because the old one broke, because I think effectively it had been dropped too many times and it was starting to leak from the base. So I had to buy a new one. I bought myself a Morphy Richards because in actual fact the old iron was really good and actually had lasted quite a while. So I bought the same model virtually, slightly updated, slightly more expensive. But I have to get an iron, you know, because with doing the sewing, it's important that I can press things. Yeah. What else happened today? The clouds were great. The weather's been great. It's been changeable. Fabulous clouds, as you saw. And rain, we've had some rain, not enough to water the gardens and the allotment, but we've had some. And we've had blue skies, fluffy clouds, the whole lot, so I love that. But we've also had a lot of wind as well. Keeps getting really windy, and I was thinking to myself, you know, if each building had a turbine, a safe turbine that's not going to damage or kill birds on top of the roofs, I mean, how much would that generate that could be fed back into the grid? It would generate quite a bit, I'm sure, because we get so much wind in the UK. Anyway, just a thought. I actually made a list because I had things to discuss. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, I just wanted to mention a couple of people had said to us, when are you doing another podcast? So for those of you who don't know, we're on SoundCloud. And I think to find us, it would be SoundCloud/Richard and Paul, I think, something like that. And we do have quite a number of podcasts on there already. We will be doing a new podcast, but not just yet. Okay? But we haven't forgotten those of you who enjoy a good old podcast. So thank you. Thank you. So yeah, that's it. That's it really. Looking forward to dinner. Yeah. Bye for now. Have a good evening. Take care. Toodaloo. Toodle-pip. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to Saturday's mini vlog. So we've reached the weekend. Normally today would be a chores day for me, but I'm kind of up to date with chores. I've got a wash on, so that's good enough. That's fine. I may vacuum around later. That's fine too. But generally, I'm not feeling terribly inspired today, really. I don't know why. I just feel a bit tired, to be honest, and feel like relaxing. I won't, because I've got a few things that I would like to achieve today. I would like to do a bit of sewing, and I've had an idea, actually. You know, I love to wear my hand warmers, my Turtle Dove's cashmere hand warmers. But I thought to myself, crikey, they're really simple. I mean, I haven't sewn wool together, or knitted wear, but they're a really simple design. I'm sure I could make them myself. I've got a cashmere jumper up there that's never been worn for like years, and it's pink. I know, baby pink. So maybe that could be used. Maybe I could take an old pair of these apart and make a pattern and make my own, rather than spending 30 quid on cashmere ones, although they are gorgeous. Ow, my hand still hurts. Richard, don't knock it. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could, maybe I won't. I don't know. Have to motivate myself to do that if I want to experiment. So I might do that. I might not. Who knows? Paul's made a soup this morning because it's so bloody cold. Winter weather. So I'm looking forward to that for lunch. That'll be nice. What else is on the agenda today? Did I write something down? I did. Yeah, Paul's been watching that old Titanic movie this morning, A Night to Remember, because he recorded it and he enjoys it. I can't bear Titanic films. I'm terrified of being on a ship and it going down. I know that's not going to happen, but I hate that. Plus, I know what's going to happen at the end, so I don't bother watching it. I've never seen Titanic, the movie, and I will never watch it. Don't even try to convince me. It's like a horror movie to me. Literally. Hate it when people say literally, but literally it is. So there you go. That's it, really. I'm sort of not feeling terribly inspired. So I will be honest. But I'm not feeling down. Just... that's how I feel. Like a deflated lilo. Anyway, that's it. Did I want to say something else? Yeah, I did. I missed the eclipse last night, but I did get some photographs and a little bit of footage of the very bright moon. And it was about 12:30 when I was watching it. We were on a very long video call to a friend for most of the evening, which was fabulous. And when we were going to bed, I noticed how bright the moonlight was and thought, better have a look. And yeah, it was quite spectacular, quite beautiful. So yeah, there you go. That's it from me today. So I need to string the whole week together. Can't believe we're on week 17. I think it's week 17. Yeah, I think so. 17 weeks of doing these almost daily vlogs. Can't believe it. It's covered the whole lockdown period. It must have done. Yeah. Wow. Thanks for staying with me and watching. Thank you, bloody thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow for Sunday chat. Yes. It's that time of the week again almost. Joy. Take care. Bye for now.